Good morning. Hope you're all doing good. Today is Monday. It is just before 7 a.m. and today we are off to continue the project from last week. So we started a full roof replacement project. Our plywood never ended up showing up, and then we had days of rain which put the project on hold. So today we're going to continue. We're going to do a large section of the upper back of the roof. We're going to get that fully done, or at least dried in today. We'll see how everything goes, but it should make for a pretty fun day. We got the truck loaded up. We do not need the trailer. It's already on site, and we're gonna go pick up Miss Henna and we'll get on the road. Temperature on the truck today is reading 13 degrees. It is a beautiful day, not a cloud in sight. The weather for today and tomorrow is looking fantastic. As far as Wednesday and Thursday, that's when the rain starts to creep back in a little bit. I think we have 80% chance for Wednesday and 60 to 70% chance for Thursday. So another couple days of rain, and then Friday looks great, Saturday looks great, and then all of next week looks fantastic as well. So our finishing date for this project will probably be next week. We're just gonna see how everything goes. And yeah, I think that catches us up for now. So we're gonna wait on Miss Henna, and we're getting on the road. Miss Henna, you wanna say hi to the people?
Hi.
It is a beautiful day. We got tin metal clanging around in the back. That's probably gonna drive us nuts for the next 20 minutes. Oh, we'll see you guys at the job site. Job site.
Fix.
Job site.
Job site.
Job site.
Go.
Well, John's got the ladder separated. Now he's got to put it all back together.
Hurts.
Your head hurts?
You've been here for 5 minutes.
How do you think I feel? What's that? Oh, thank you. She's so nice, guys. She's my literally my little sidekick. She's one step ahead of me. She puts up her Batman hat. I'm going to work. So how's Johnny today? You have a good weekend?
For the first 45 minutes here.
Oh man, it was a stressful last few days. It's nice seeing everything kind of calm down a little bit. Got the truck painted. Job loaded up. Miss Henna and I picked up a new framing nailer over the weekend. So I've never owned a Metabow framing nailer, so we'll be giving this a shot and seeing how it works. But we've already got the adapter switched over for our lines. Everything's all good there. I think all I gotta do now is just set up some battery. The heck was that? Just startle you?
Yeah.
How the heck did that even happen? Okay, we'll let Matt chuck them off. That way if anything happens, it's Matt's fault. I don't have to get upset at anybody. Okay.
Hey, baby.
Yep.
Easy? Super easy way to do this.
But this is all curled up. So we can either spend the time to uncurl it all, or I can just run some new tape. Well, the whole point is it to be able to see the caution. Yeah, I know, it's I know, I took the time to uncoil it before, and I'm like, it takes forever. Come on, Sally, let's walk you over here. Let's go rip some shingles out. I'm excited. Anybody want water? Okay. All right, well, my GoPro battery died when I was up there. Me and Johnny are chipping away at pulling out some of these sheets. Everything's going pretty good so far. We've got
almost the bottom row, and that's going to be our most difficult row because of the all of the ice and water that's on there and the drip edge and everything. So we're almost done that. We're right at the last corner there, and then the rest of the sheets will just fly off. Now I just want to get a count for our soffit vents because we're going to be cutting them once we're up there. So I think we'll put one at the very end here, one in the middle, two, one at the end. So a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cut a total of 7 holes because they won't be going in with soffit and siding for another at least year. So I know everything's super expensive for them, so it might be even longer than that. So we'll do 7 for each side, the top and the back. So it'll look very similar to this. These are obviously built into the soffit panels. The ones we're going to be adding in there, they screw in from the exterior. So they're a very similar look. They're 4" by 16", which is the size of our soffit panels, or the width of our soffit panels, the 16". So we'll cut one at the end, and then one in the middle of these 2 joints, and maybe one at that end. Sorry?
So they have attic baffles though.
Just in the...
That 6-foot extension.
Oh.
I was really confused. I saw them. I'm like,
Yeah.
when I was in the attic, I didn't see baffles, but they were at the very far end only, and the rest of it doesn't. So,
Gotcha.
So how do you want to install them?
well, once we get our sheets off, and once everything's prepped, we're ready to put sheets back on, we'll go in, and these just break apart, and you just basically stick them. You just lay them on top of the insulation, and just make sure they're in the soffit area.
Okay, and you're putting them in one every 3 soffits? Or?
One every rafter.
Every rafter?
After every rafter, yeah. Because when they go to put vented soffit in, you got to make sure this will be fully vented soffit. That's the way they do soffit now.
Yeah. So
It's all vented, so they have every rafter has to have a baffle.
Wow.
Great. How did that go?
it went.
Went all right?
Yeah.
Do you want us to cut them while they're up there?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Well, you're right as far as filling the bin, right? Because we might have to try and get as much as we can in there and start throwing them in the front. So
I know.
why don't we bring that saw up there? Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Yeah, John disagrees with everything.
No, if we bring that saw up there, then there's going to be sawdust all over the place every time we make the cuts. And if there's sawdust all over the place, as we go up, it'll matter less and less, but that stuff gets slick.
Why don't you just cut it where we're not going to, like, cut it on behind one of the piles of plywood where we're not walking? Well, it's like, I don't want to make Henna have to crawl in this bin and cut every sheet, you know, every time we throw one down. That's
Honestly,
kind of a pain.
I keep saying lightsaber. We can buy them.
I,
We throw them down. You just stand with the lightsaber underneath.
well, we can get a plasma torch, fire, wood.
I like fire.
Yeah. My insurance might not be too happy with me. Do you have any glasses, hon? I thought you had a pair earlier.
Yeah, those are the ones I was wearing.
Okay. Well, if you're going to be cutting, wear these, please and thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, one way or another. Oh, copyright. Yes, we'll sit them right on that middle stack there. Me and John will just bring them over, pile them up, and you can zippy. Not like my throw?
It's in the trailer.
Geez, I'm good. John, yeah, I don't know. How do you memorize all these jokes? Are they from like joke books, or are they from...
Lots of different places.
John has an endless catalog of... Lovely sound in that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then for my soffit vents, we're gonna put one here. Here, these two will be a bit closer, but we got an odd number, so we're just gonna have to make it work. Put one there. Yes, sure can.
Right there.
We'll put one here.
Oh, there should be about one every 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, bang. 1, 2, 3, bang.
Every 2.
Every 2. So we're putting in like. Oh wait.
2. 2. There'll be one here, one here. Those 2 are going to be close together because it's an odd number. They're going to be, it's going to be off a little bit, one panel. I'm just going to cut this real shallow, and we're going to yeah, just something like that.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, when we come in to drill them, when we go in from the bottom, what we'll probably end up doing is just bringing up a drill. I'll bring up a drill with me. We drill a hole. We either cut the whole thing out, or we just drill some holes to allow the air to get in through it and go about it that way. Atta girl! Beautiful. You want the nails up or down, huh?
Nails up.
Nails up, okay. Yeah. Is that okay? I'd much rather you cut that, please. Because what can happen, I'm not necessarily worried about the structure, but you can get cracks in your ceiling. Okay. Okay, well, we got everything stripped, as you can see. Plywood's out, so we're gonna go for lunch, grab a bite to eat. I gotta grab some drip edge for the install. We'll come back and start laying in our sheets, and then underlay and shingle from there. So yeah, everything else went pretty good. We got our holes cut for our soffit. We're gonna, we have to add in our baffles. We'll probably replace those ones, and then that'll be pretty much it. Right, Johnny? All right, we're gonna go get some lunch. I gotta pick up some drip edge from Convoy. Where are we going for lunch, huh?
I'll have to look some, I don't know.
I don't want pizza, so.
Oh yeah. Oh, are you talking to your camera?
Yeah.
Hey,
well,
people.
and you, and I'm talking to you.
Okay, hi people. I'm sorry I was in a bad mood earlier, but I'm still in a bad mood. But I feel good, so.
Yeah.
Progress.
All right, we've got our drip edge on the back of the truck. Miss Henna is getting some Dominoes, and I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna have some lunch, and then we'll be going back to the job site. I'm gonna have to do a bin transfer. I should actually just call Hershey right now and see if they can swap the bin for, I don't know, tomorrow morning maybe or something.
Disposal experts, please help us direct your call.
Hey Rachel, this is Matt with Shingletown. Yeah, okay, that sounds good then. Okay, bin is set for pickup and delivery. And I made this really good chicken fettuccine. Actually, it's like a chicken bacon fettuccine on the weekend. So that's my lunch for the day. I've been trying to get better at packing my lunch for work, so we're not going out every day and buying food. You know, we have so much food at home. It's usually better for me. I'm not eating so much fast food and all of that. So we got some standard beef and rice beside me. We got this little bit of pasta. This is honestly probably all I'll eat. I don't like to eat super heavy during our roofing days because I find it just slows me down. So we're gonna eat this quick and then we'll head back to the job site. Bunch of nice drip edge. Fancy.
All right, everybody's back from lunch. We got to set up our air lines. We're ready to start putting sheets in. A little bit of fuel, put that in the compressor. These guys took Max's, yeah, literally the same gauge mover and the same switch.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, John.
What are you sorry about?
Oh, I just got distracted. Just playing with my gauge. Okay, is that my 30 foot? It is my 30. Where was that?
Down.
You get the 25 foot. Give me that. Oh, saucy bugger. All right, guys. Well, we're making our way through the project. My GoPro died again. And when you're in the middle of laying down sheets, it's kind of tricky just to pick up and leave and get a battery. So we're jumping through the day a little bit, but we're making good progress. We got one more run of plywood to do, and then we'll be on our way to underlaying and putting on some shingles. We're making some good headway. I gotta go out and pick up some fuel real quick. The addition that's put on this house, well, we found out there's an addition that was installed at some point, and it's a little bit out of square, we've been finding, so we've been fighting a little bit with the sheets lining up well on that end of the home. Everything else has been pretty good though, so.
Oh, did you guys run out of gas?
We did.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, I didn't get your drinks. I completely forgot.
No, I meant
Sorry.
you didn't have your wallet.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, okay.
I know, I realized when I couldn't use a company card, and
Yeah,
I was
I was like, oh crap, it's up on the roof.
yeah, I was able to get it.
Okay, alright.
Well, I have Apple Pay.
That's right.
I don't know, you stand on this thing, it's like, it's nice.
Oh, that's
It's so rock solid.
I haven't even gone to one.
Yeah, I've walked on the floor.
It's super nice.
Beautiful. Cat monkeys, no banana.
Okay, let's get some roofing nailers. You want to work on trimming this, Joni, or? So first I gotta get a roofing nailer up here.
Yeah.
Oiled up, and this can go down.
Well, everything bit. Okay.
All right. Hey, these things are heavy, eh? And sticky. Okay, let's see if we can get a couple shingles down before the end of the day. It's just coming up on 5 o'clock. Everybody's pretty tired, but we still got quite a bit of open roof here, you know, that we got to finish up. So yeah, I guess these are the first shingles that we're laying in 2025. I mean, I guess we did a few in that skylight job, but I'm not really counting that. And these are, well, you guys know by now, but our Malarkey Vista shingles. Sorry, no, Malarkey Legacy shingles. Really nice product. So far, I've been really impressed with how they feel and how they work up and everything. Really nice shingle. These are definitely, you could feel, you know, immediately the thickness difference between something like this and even a Landmark Pro. That rubber in there really adds some significant weight to the product. But I mean, so far, even their starter shingle, there is significantly more weight per starter shingle that's being used. It is a nice product. It's a nice product. For anybody out there who's kind of on the fence about it, I'd highly recommend trying it out. Try to sell them on a job, or these are pretty cool, man. There's some downsides to them for the installers. You got a heavier bundle. You got more bundles. Like the Legacies, it's 5 bundles a square versus your typical 3. So you're working with a lot more, you're moving around a lot more bundles. These are things to factor into the job itself. Not only does the material cost more, but so is your labor time. Yeah, since this is our first roof, we're kind of just taking things a little easy. Not rushing around or anything like that. I'm letting Hannah and Johnny clean up for a little bit. I'll tack on a few of these. Everybody's pretty tired, including myself. So we're just gonna put on the rest of these starters, the rest of this bundle, and just make sure everything is good for overnight. 6 nails of shingle and 3/4 inch plywood. I don't think these shingles are ever gonna go anywhere. Not in little old southern Ontario. Yeah, the roofs do kind of talk to me. You want to say that again for the camera?
Yeah, I'll say that again.
So Hannah thinks that the roofs talk to me.
So I'm thinking that there's a secret language that Matt understands, and the roofs like talk to him, because sometimes I catch him just staring at the roof, and
yeah,
it looks like you're talking to the roof in your head.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. She'll just, well, at the end of every day, I'm just staring at
how awesome
staring
your
at the
is.
roof and thinking about everything I want to do for the following or the next day. I'm basically planning out my day for tomorrow.
As you're
because
leaving.
When I get home, I don't really want to think about it too much. I like to think of it when it's fresh in my brain.
Yeah.
So for tomorrow, we'll finish up the back. I'll finish up the back first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll spend a few hours doing that, shingling, and then I'll have you and Johnny strip off those overhangs.
Yeah.
You guys can just set up the ladders on the side of the overhang. You don't have to climb up there.
Oh, okay.
and then strip all that off, and then when I'm done shingling that, we'll go replace all the sheeting in there. If we have to replace, trim back the siding somewhere, we will. But yeah, we'll replace all that, and then that's probably all we'll do tomorrow. Because we have rain coming in. I'm afraid to open up a big section again.
Yeah.
Because like, look at what time, 6 o'clock, and we're not even close to finishing the back.
All right, guys, Miss Hannah and I just made it home. We are done for the day. It is just after 7 p.m. So we are signing off for the night. I want to say thank you for watching. We love all you guys, and we are going to continue the project tomorrow. We'll get the backside all shingled up, and we'll work on some other smaller stuff. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys for watching. That's pretty much it. We will see you in the next one.